The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25.
Got it? 53, Mike.
On first down, it's Walker. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after it, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Down, 80 weapons, 60 Pittsburgh. Squeeze.
They begin the drive with Charles. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Coming right, this is Charles. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Check. Fresno. Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Off play action, Lawrence. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
You got 6-6, pull it high. Tight dog, go.
2nd and 2. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Short yardage situation. Here's Charles. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 90 Wolf. UK Alpha. 55.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. The 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. It's a gain of 35.
Tell you what, partner, you get the football in his hands, just give him a little bit of open space. As we just saw, he can make you pay.
And he wasn't the top option there, but check down turned into 1st down and then some.
Bravo. Get it.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Well, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
See if they do that. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Go. Let's do.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Hey, echo.
Off the play fake. Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Walker. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, You would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On third down, Walker. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. At their own 11-yard line. Let it.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, Orbit.
2nd and 9 now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Watch the run. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
Snap.
Throwing again, Lawrence. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground, this time with Charles. And he stopped immediately there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
132 fighter.
Makes it 3rd and 2. Check 99.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Hey, Zoo. Get it.
On first down, Lawrence. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
They run. Charles. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Greystone travels. We own them.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the gun on third down. Lawrence got a man open. It's Ross. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, lock it.
Now it's Charles taking it from the pistol. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
60 or. Cover.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Again, it's Charles. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. The first down carry here for Charles. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll keep it on the ground with Charles again. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
X3, 218, chop. 5.
On first down, Charles. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Set. 60 outlaw. Rock it. Get it.
Saquon Barkley running right. A sizable gain there, 9 yards as they get it back to a 3rd and 5.
Ready. Two jet bombers. Two jet bombers.
It's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 5.
Lead grip.
Off play action. Lawrence. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
56, Mike, 56. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On 4th down, Lawrence. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
132 fighter.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there.
To throw on 3rd down, Lawrence looks to throw, fires right side, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
The point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we...
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Charles, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. They'll run on 1st down. It's Charles, and they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here,
and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Broncos push further out in front. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2.
Greystone, Travis. Hey, my 7, dude.
From the gun, Lawrence. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 39. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves,
well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Point after, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
33, Chiefs 7.